YouTube. It's the middle of March, so you know what that means. Nick Too Sick here, back with another fishing video for your view and pleasure. It's been a incredible month. The bite is back, everybody. So that's the good news. Catching fish. No more getting skunked like the past 3 months. It's still pretty cold. The water goes from about 58 to 62, and you know, on the warmer days it can get upwards of that. The weather's been really inconsistent this month. It doesn't exactly know what it wants. We've had very cold days, we've had warm days, we've had a lot of rain this month, we've had a lot of fog and temperature changes. So the climate has been pretty rapidly changing and varying day by day. So with that being said, the bite has been good. So fish are being caught daily. No more getting skunked like I said before. They are eating, the fish are active. So it's back out on the boats, people. If you're one of those people that does not like to fish the winter and likes to kind of listen to dock talk and relies on other fishermen to know when it's time to get out there, well, here it is. It's time to get out there. They're biting, and they're biting a lot. They're biting a lot of different things. They're biting frogs. So with me and my crew, we love to frog fish, so that's exciting to us. Caught some really nice fish on some frogs this month. When it comes to a frog, I prefer the Snag Proof brand. I am a Bobby's Perfect Frog kind of guy. They're supposed to be better this year with a new manufacturer, I believe, and they're not going to be the same. So if you have tried that brand and you don't prefer it, maybe try it again, because from what I understand, they're under new ownership and they are working out those kinks, so they should be back to Bobby's actual preference and back under development in you know, a positive light. And I also like the live target ones, so if you want to just throw one of the copper frogs, that's always an option. Those are nice and soft too. So when the water's high and there's a lot of open water, I'll throw a popper, you guys. I'll throw a popper because it's a higher hookup ratio, and when it's high tide and I'm fishing water that this time of year that isn't completely overran by weeds, I do like to throw a popper a lot. This year I throw a Booyah Boss Pop. That's the one I like. So yeah, check that out in stores. I think you can get that at Walmart, and it's pretty inexpensive, so give that a try. They've been biting basically Texas rigged anything. Flipping is the primary bite so far this month. I like to throw a brush hog. I'm a brush hog guy. I also like to throw the Yamamoto, the flapping hogs. So throw those with like just a little tungsten 1/4 ounce, 1/2 ounce weight with a nice hook on there, 3/0 or 4/0 depending on the size of your bait, and that'll always produce. The presentation is a little bit slow. You don't want to just throw it out there and pop, pop, pop. It's you know, still kind of a slower bite, so you want to work it still just a little bit slow. They're still coming out of the winter pattern. They're phasing into spring, so that can work on the bottom along with jigs, of course. So you got your frog and your Boss Pop by Booyah on the top water, and then I'll also throw a grass burner. I haven't caught anything on it yet, but as the weather picks up and the bass start chasing more, that'll definitely be something that I start using more. For the middle of the column, basically you just want to throw any kind of swim bait, natural. If it's a rainy day or, you know, a cloudy day, you can add an underspin or just throw a spinner bait. I'm a big chatterbait guy, so I throw those year round. So the chatterbait hasn't been working as well. I've caught a lot of fish, mostly on square bill. I've been throwing a crankbait most of the month, which is different for me. I'm not a big crankbait guy. However, going into the spring before the weeds start to get too bad, I definitely like to throw a crankbait. I throw square bill. I prefer the River to Sea, the Biggie, the Biggie Smalls one. I think that's what it's called, the Biggie Pop. There's two different kinds. There's the Biggie Smalls and then the Biggie Papa, I believe is correct. I like to throw that in the Delta Craw color, 1/2 ounce. And when it comes to a lipless, I'm a rattle trap guy. So that's really all I need when it comes to throwing those kind of crankbaits. So the River to Sea, the Biggie, and then the other crankbait I mentioned that slipping my mind right now. Anyway, so these videos are uncut, guys. As you can see, that's what you're gonna get, raw and uncut. So first take, that's how it's gonna be. That's how I like it. I want you guys to you know, see what's really going on out here and just kind of have more of an uncut presentation. So when I do get out on the boat and that sort of thing, that is going to be something that I do. And also I am going to set up some YouTube streams. So when we get out on the boat this summer, etc., I'm going to be doing some live streams while we fish. So look out for that, guys. That should be real exciting. So I caught a nice fish on a spinnerbait this month, and you know, my buddies have been doing some great fishing this month too. They've caught some really nice bags on frogs and flipping baits. So try that, you guys, and get back to me in the comments. Let me know how it's going for you guys. This is a community, so if you guys are having success and you have anything you want to share, feel free to comment down below. We do not discriminate on this channel. It's just an exchange of information, and you know, it's just something that we like to do and watch in our downtime to try to increase our knowledge of, you know, baits being thrown and meeting new people, etc. So thank you all for watching, and I appreciate it. Pretty soon I'm going to be getting more into variety videos. During the winter is more of an off season for me. That's why you've been seeing a lot of monthly reviews. However, I'm going to be getting into a lot more topics. I do a lot more than monthly reviews. So if that's something you're interested, also hit the follow button. I got some really fun stuff coming up. So thanks again, you guys. Get out there and go fishing. That's the most important thing. Get out there and get on those waters and catch a big one. Appreciate you watching, guys. See you next time.